Margaret, seninle anlaşma yapmıştık. Bot kalkıyor.
Sakin ol. Daha çok
Adalet! Hadi dostum atla.
herkes nerede?
İstilacı! Buraya gelmemeliydin Kutubi.
Hey dostum, iyi misin? Bayağı zorlandın. Devam et.
Bu iş tamam. Ah, patlayacak. Ne yaptın?
Adamın etrafındaki şeyler patlamaya meyilli. O ne yapsın?
Yardım et bize.
Milleti iyileştirerek dostluklarını kazanabilirsin. Yani tabii evlerini patlatmayı da bırakman gerekecek.
Erkan seni ölü istiyor evlat. O insan değil. Gebertin onu. Demeyecektim.
Kol, yürü, yürü.
Havan topları çalışmıyor. Fakat eminim yakınlarda saklanan birkaç teşkilat üyesi vardır.
Tamam, temizlenince haber ver bize.
Aynen, harekete geçiyoruz.
görmesine izin vermeyin.
Ne olmuş bu insanlara böyle?
Uzak durun. Patlayacak.
Tamamdır beyler. Yaklaşabilirsiniz.
Yanına geliyoruz. Sonra da Wolf'un laboratuvarına gideceğiz.
Teşkilat bu şehri bayağı bir değiştirmiş. Hiçbir şey eskisi gibi değil. Hatırlıyor musun?
Bu o. Ateş!
Pekala herif.
Hadi gidelim. Yolu temizleyecek misin? Sağ ol.
Takviye! Takviye!
Bu şehri seviyorum.
Gidelim.
Milisler yine geldiler ve şimdi laboratuvarımın kapısını kırıyorlar.
Wolf, değil mi? Macbeth, bu sefer yalnızsın. Güç çekimi mor renkte parlıyor. Kesin görürsün.
Onu ben hallederim. Sen Wolf'a yardım et.
Elektrikli adam geldi. Gideceksin.
Biri bana yardım etsin.
Biliyorum Wolf'un başı dertte. Fakat bunun için zamanın var.
Ateş edin. Atladık kolu beyler. Beyler, buraya gelin. Kaçacak mısın evlat?
Kabart tüylerini züppe.
Arka değilsin lazım.
Evet, bu işe yaradı.
Hala Wolf'u kaçıran heriflerin peşindeyim. Fakat bu biraz zaman alacak. Bu arada Cole, Wolf'un laboratuvarından birkaç eşya kurtarsan fena olmaz. Teşkilattan önce alsak iyi olur.
Hey dostum, o kadar yükseldikten sonra bari inişinin de bir tarzı olsun.
Kol, adamım, sen büyüksün.
Güzel.
Efsane
Şimdi
bir
yakasında bir
olduğunu
ufak
biliyordum.
taşınabilir bellek olması lazım. Onu telefonuna yerleştir. Şifreyi gönderdim.
Ajan Kuku, inanıyorum ki bu mesajları yalnızca siz çözebilirsiniz. Ve şüphe yok ki bu mesajlar ilk varislere karşı sürdürdüğümüz dava için kıymetli kanıtlar olacak. Dünyanın bunu öğrenmesi gerek. Işın küresinin yarattığı hasarların onarılması için çabalar derhal eyleme dökülmelidir. Bu hasarların tek sorumlusu benim. Bu kayıtları Empire City'deki bağlantınızda paylaşın. Zaman daralıyor.
Güzel. Patlamadan sonra bu kuşların Wolf'un laboratuvarından kaçtıklarını gördüm.
Tamamdır, dikkatli olurum.
Sen onunla ilgilenirken ben de kulenin yakınında ışınsal parçacıklar tespit ettim.
Işın ne?
Bilirsin, ışın küresi testi sırasında radyasyona maruz kalmış toprak yığınları. Wolf seni bunları bildiğini söylemişti.
Tabii. Biz onlara güç parçacıkları diyorduk.
Demin ne oldu öyle Cole?
Bedenim onların enerjisini emiyor. Birkaç güç parçacığı daha bulursak daha fazla güç depolayabilirim.
O şeyler her yerde karşına çıkabilir. Wolf'un koleksiyonu patlamayla birlikte havaya uçtu.
Sorun değil, ben bulurum. Hey dinle, şu kayıtta Wolf Empire City'de bir bağlantın olduğundan bahsediyor.
Onu tanırsın. Aslında adı John White.
Yok artık.
NSA'nin kondüitleri hakkında pek bilgisi yoktu. Tüm saha ajanlarını incelediler. John ve ben de Gen'i buldular. İkimiz varislerin içine sızmak için uygun kişilerdik. Böylece o Empire City'de, ben de New Mary'de görevlendirildim. Gizliliğimizi korumak için birlikte çalıştık.
Can sana benim hakkımda ne anlattı?
Patlamadan sonra raporları biraz baştan sağma olmaya başladı. İnandırıcı gelmiyordu. Tabii şimdi seni ve canavarı görünce...
Anladım. Dünyaları bir hale almaya başladı.
Hey buraya ilk geldiğimiz günü ve benim birkaç nahoş kişiyle takıldığımı hatırlıyor musun?
Tabii. Biraz penisilinle her şeyin olmadı görmüştüm.
İyi, şimdi sıra sende. Birkaç tanesinde numaram vardı. Elektrik adamın yardımına ihtiyaçları varmış.
Of tanrım.
Bayağı meşhur olmalısın dostum. Hatta yüreğin bir ucunda bile.
Hey dostum, söz. Bir polis ve bir keşle temastayım.
Vay, hayran kitlesi oluşturmuşsun.
Bu adamlar seni ciddiye alıyor dostum. Onlara yardım edersek bir mesaj vermiş oluruz. Bak, New Mary bizim için yeni bir başlangıç. Temiz bir sayfa.
Peki, tamam.
Hey, bu insanların ilgisini çekiyor. Özellikle de şimşek yollarken.
Kaderin cilvesi. Anladım.
Ne yapacaksın?
Onlara bir mesaj göndereceğim.
Bu ciğeri 5 para etmez iki herif milislere casusluk yapıyor. Birini ibret olsun diye yakaladım. Diğeri bataklıkta saklanıyor.
Ne yapacaksın ucube?
Siktir ya. Şu dümbelekçi dümbüyü duyuyor musun? Nefret ediyorum bundan. Bir iyilik yap ve şarkıcı gördüğünde korkudan altına etmesini sağla.
Sanattan nefret ettiğini bilmiyordum dostum.
Sadece müziklerini zorla dinlemek hoşuma gitmiyor. Cidden kimin hoşuna gider ki bu?
Şehirde hala adını duyuyorum Cole. Böyle giderse gizlenmen imkansız hale gelecek. Her gittiğin yerde birileri yardım isteyecek.
Tamam hadi o zaman git Wolf'u bulalım.
Hala uğraşıyorum. Bu arada sen de güçlerini artırmaya çalışsan iyi olur. Şu koordinatlara doğru git. Wolf'un tahminine göre güç parçacığının enerjisini çekmen etkisiz güçlerini yeniden ortaya çıkartabilirmiş. Sanırım işin püf noktası güçlerini farklı şekillerde kullanarak bünyeni zorlamak.
Teşkilat. Arada bir onları da mı? Bu mu?
Denizli ve yakın saklanan bir teşkilat ekibi buldum.
Tabii. Neden olmasın?
Hala işi bitmedi.
erkeğini özleyeceğim yine de. Ona özel bir ilgim var.
Yeniden açarız, sorun değil.
Diğer güçlerin de benzer şekilde gelişmesi gayet mantıklı olur.
Peki, çok güzel Ko. Etrafta biraz maymunluk yapalım. Bakalım sonuç ne olacak.
İlerleme kaydetmene sevindim Cole. Çünkü ben hala aynı yerdeyim. Wolf'un izini kaybettim ve zaman daralıyor. Teşkilat ondan istediğini alabilirse ölüden farkı kalmaz.
Bu eleman olmadan o canavarı öldüremeyiz. Burada olmamızın tek nedeni o.
Sakin ol. Bertrand'ı konuşmaya ikna edebilirsek Wolf'un yerini söyleyecektir.
Kim?
Joseph Bertrand, militanların lideri, garip biri. Bu gece Aziz Ignatius'ın önünde bir konuşma yapacak.
Başka bir seçeneğimiz yok. O herifi konuşmasından sonra yakalayıp Wolf'u nereye sakladığını öğrenmemiz lazım.
Pekala, Sayın Bertrand'la tanışma vakti. Zeke, ben harekete hazırım ama Bertrand görünene kadar saklanacağım. İçeride buluşuruz.
Dikkat çekmiyoruz. Tamamdır.
Dostlarım, bu şehrin görüp görebileceği en ölümcül tehlikeyle karşı karşıyayız. Şeytan aramızda yürüyor. Kol.
Hey dostum, Bertrand limuzine doğru gidiyor. Onu hala yakalayabilirsin.
Onu kaybediyorum. Ona yay olarak yetişemeyeceğim. Yüksek bir yere çıkmam lazım.
Evet, evet. Kafama bir daha vursana.
Lanet olsun. Ko bize bu şehrin bir avuç doğuştan çulsuz sürüngen ucubeler tarafından ele geçirildiğini söylememişti.
Bayağı güzel.
Oho, hem de nasıl. Teşkilatla birbirlerini dengelerler. Ve dahası da var. Galiba Wolf'un izine rastladım. Birkaç herif Gafti Caddesi'nde tuhaf bir alet bulmuş sanırım.
Peki, tamam. Ben gittim bakayım.
Bir duvara sıkışmış bir şey buldum. Belki önemli bir şey değildi ama bu şehirde çok dikkatli olmak lazım.
Başını aşağıda tut. Aşağıda.
Bunu hak etmiyorum. Bomba buldum.
Zeke. Galiba birileri güç çekirdeklerinden bomba yapıyor.
Senin daha da fazla toplaman gerekecek o zaman ha?
Hey Cole, eski bağlantılarımı zorladım. Ama Wolf'u ararken en çok yaklaşabildiğim kişi Bertrand'ın sorgulayıcısı oldu. Şu ana kadar Blackjack'te bayağı para kazandı. Ama yakında Wolf'u sorgulamaya gitmesi muhtemel. Onu takip edecektim ama barda bana asıldı.
Bana kumarhanenin konumunu yolla. Onu çatılardan takip edebilirim. Beni asla göremez. İnsanlar yukarı bakmazlar.
İyi fikir.
Kumarhanenin üzerinde bekliyorum. Adam harekete geçtiğinde haber ver.
Biraz uzun sürebilir. Hala masada. Bayağı da iyi eli var. Pekala. Harekete geçti. Sakın seni görmesin.
Wolf'u tuttukları yeri öğrendikten sonra onu seçeceğim.
Militanların kamyonlarından birini ayarladım.
Özel ajan bu. Araç çalmak yasak değil mi?
Federal Ceza Kanunu'nun 150. kısmına göre kanun uygulayıcı memur, bir sanığı veya kaçağı yakalamak için sivil otomobilleri kullanma yetkisine sahiptir.
Ceza kanunuymuş. Sorgulayıcı 8. sokaktaki esmer biri.
O bölgeden araç çıkartmak kolay olmayacak. Militanlar kanal boyunca barikat kurmuşlar.
Bu McRae! İlk barikat temizlendi. İkinciye ilerliyoruz.
Güzel. Eve girmeme az kaldı. Bayağı
Yo,
hızlı
this thing, what's up, dude? Thanks for the GL, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. I hope you're doing good, dude.
Koca götlü, lanet, iğrenç canavarlar.
Yeah, I'm doing a little short stream today. I'm gonna be doing this run and dip because I have a class at 12.
Acele etsen iyi olur. Sanırım bir alarmı harekete geçirdik.
And I thought, you know what, I'll just do a full run of
Hadi
something.
gidiyoruz, atla arkaya.
I was originally going to do something else, but I thought it would be a better idea I thought it would be a better idea
Bertrand,
Onu bizden uzak tut.
to play something chill, and then tomorrow I'll go back to the grind.
Wolf, seni öldürmek için gerçekten büyük çaba harcadılar. Çeneni kapalı tutmanı istedikleri şey neydi?
Bertrand bir cihaz yapmam için bana fon sağlıyordu. Problemlerimize son verecek bir cihazdı bu. Güç çekirdekleri sadece bir başlangıçtı.
Oo, hayır hayır hayır.
Yeah, I'm also playing a language I've never played, so it's been a long time coming. I was like, you know what, I'll just do this today. It's the last language of this game I had to try. Like I've played before, but I've never finished the run with this.
Orada ne halt oldu?
Militanlar Kolonya'yı ele geçirdi ve Wolf öldü.
Öldü mü?
Bak dostum, şu an cidden konuşmak istemiyorum. Seninle sonra görüşürüz.
Yo, Tandy, what's up? Going Turkish, yep. The one language I've never played fully in this game. The one that's left for me as well to play.
Dostum, sana birkaç iyi haberim var.
Yeah, thanks for the GM, man.
Fırsat bulduğunda bana uğra.
How you been doing? Good? Can I... Wait. Actually. I think I know what I'll do. Mid. God damn it, dude. Why is this always such a dumb fucking stunt, dude? I need this. Like... There you go. Come from work just now? I see. Hope everything went well. Oh god. Oh. Gold, please. Thank God I skipped the checkpoint.
çetesi bu tarafta. Heh, bu eğlenceli olacak ahbap. Buradalar. Ver şunu lan. Hadi. Macret! Kızar bunu dostum. Sadece oraya çıkarken biraz sessiz olmalıyız. Öldür onları. Bunu çok seveceğim.
Too many enemies. If I don't die here. Don't ask, to be honest. Oh no. Exactly what I didn't want.
Bu iyiydi ama çatıya kurduğum şey buradan.
This is what happens when you die here.
Biraz sessiz olmalıyız. Yürüsene adamım.
You get to redo the whole thing. Which is why I'm trying to make people fall. On.
Yak onları.
Halatların üstünde.
Please, can I not die? Oh my god, dude. Fucking hell, man.
Ateşe.
Like, she doesn't help. I've never had to kill those guys. But then again, I'm playing at 60 FPS. So it kinda makes sense, I guess.
Evet, bu çok iyiydi, çok.
On. Okay, game.
Bayrak. Bayrakları yak. Hadi. Nereye kaçacaksın şimdi? Geber sonları. Az kaldı bebek. Yuhu! Süperdi. Ha! Ah!
I mean, I know at some point I'll have to like revisit most of my runs, so it's fine.
Evet, al bakalım şunu. Seni tekrar görecek miyim?
Ara beni. Zaten ortak bir sorunumuz var. İnanılmaz.
Hayır lütfen.
Oğluma olanları anlat.
Senin ve Lou'nun konuşmasına kulak misafiri oldum. Öyle biriyle iş yapmanın iyi bir fikir olduğuna emin misin? Temizleyemeyeceğin bir pisliğe bulaşma.
Hey dostum. Bir gün çekirdeği al.
Sen o şeyi yutmadan önce bir buluşalım. Toparlanırken sana göz kulak
Come
olurum.
on.
Ayrıca
Fucking Call of
bir
Duty.
sürprizim var.
Aynen evimde gibiyim.
Yeah, when it comes to car launches, I need to practice them on emulator in particular. I think the 60 FPS,
Teşkilata mı katıldın?
or like over 30 FPS, rather. I think that affects it.
Çift taraflı ajan.
Because
Ben bir casus.
basically on console, I don't always go for the same setups.
İnanmıyor musun?
And I basically get them,
Zeke.
I would say like close to like 80-90% of the time I get like the correct one.
Dostum,
The one that I really want, right? And on emulator, I haven't been able to get any of them right. Well, actually, one of them.
Bir teşkilat kafesi.
One of them is 100% consistent. The rest I haven't been able to get.
kollarım.
But then again, that one is also 100% consistent on console, so... But it's about the ones that are weird. That you have to, like, sit up on the side of the car or, like, the corner of the car. Those are weird. Even on console. But they are more consistent on console. So I think I'll just have to find setups for emulator. Like, actually.
Ayakta olmana.
Ben onlarla ilgilenirim.
Oh, gördün mü? Adam kor gibi parladı sanki. Sen mi yaptın?
Hayır. Hayır ama hissediyorum. Işın alanı enerjisi.
Küreyi test ederlerken bu herif de oradaymış herhalde.
Daha neler.
Lanet. Bu herif ne yaptıysa senin de onu yapman gerek.
Evet, tabii.
Buraya dönsen iyi olur. İyi haberlerim var. Ha bir de bataklıktaki arkadaşınla tanıştım. Ama sonra kayboldu. Şimdi geri geldi. Biraz karışık bir durum. Demem o ki gençler. Teşkilatta casusluk yapmak
One of the worst missions in the game.
ama buna değer doğrusu.
Hopefully this one goes better than Desperate Times.
Sırrını buldun.
Bertrand tüm kıdemlilerini eski bir çiftliği korumak için görevlendirmiş. Bütün o ciddi sapkınlar orada. Kafeste tutuluyormuş.
Önünden tramvay geçen yer orası değil mi?
Aynen öyle.
Bir fikrim var. Tramvayı patlayıcılarla doldurup son hızda sürer, ön kapıyı toslatırız ve... BOOM!
Patlama onların dikkatini dağıtır.
Ama orada tutsak olan insanlar da diri diri yanacak.
Hadi ama Zeke. Biraz düzgün bir iş yapmak istiyorsak daha fazla adıma ihtiyacımız olacak.
Teşkilattaki elemanlar kafesleri polislerle birlikte gözlüyor. Bunlar eskiden güya düşmandı.
Yani onları kurtarıp silahlandıralım mı?
Hop hop hop hop hop hop. Bağımsız polisler mi? Yo yo yo yo. Ben bu işte yokum.
Düşün bir kol. Sokaklara birkaç eski polis koysak. Bu işi bizi bayağı kolaylaştırır.
Unut bunu dostum. Oranın yandığını görmek istemez misin bebeğim? İstediğini biliyorum.
Her neyse. Karar senin usta.
Oh.
Hadi ama Cole, o çiftliği yakmak istemez. Orada birilerini tutuyor olabilirler. Düşünsene oğlum bir.
Yak onları.
Hey Cole, Empire City ile işler nasıl bakayım?
Ne diyorsun?
Şehir sana etmiş gibi bahsediliyordu. Sırrın ne?
Önce kahraman gibi davranırsan insanlar öyle olduğuna inanmaya
Kızart onları. Gebert onları.
Evet, harika. Gazı kökte dostum. Çiftlik hemen ileride. Patronun kim olduğunu göster onlara. Arka tarafta bunun gibi birkaç büyük silahları daha var.
Come on, Nick, do something. You fucker. You did nothing.
Güzel. Kızart onları.
Bu iş biraz sıkıcı hale gelmeye başlamadı mı? Tüm sertlikleri öldü. Ben gidiyorum artık.
kalıp ateşi yüklemek istemiyor musun?
Sadece senin kuğa tavuğuyla değil.
Yardım için sağ ol.
Önemli değil.
3 uyku hapı daha ve kız dışarıda. Sen ne zaman uyuyacaksın?
Ascension Parish'e elektriği hemen geri getirmem lazım. Bertrand'ın orada Kuo'ya yaptıklarına gülerken...
Pekala. Pekala. Ben olsam kanalın oradaki trafoyla işe başlardım. Tamir etmesi çok zor olmamalı. Heh. Hele bir de elektrik süper güçlerin varsa.
Tamamdır Zeke. Sanırım onu buldum.
Tamam.
Tamam Zeke. Diğer trafoyu çalıştır.
Güzel. Voltajın oluşması biraz zaman alacak. Ve eminim tekrar çalışmadan önce teşkilat o şeyi kapatacaktır.
Ellerinden elektrik fırlatmak seni anlamaktan daha kolay.
Hey dostum, sen üniversitede hazırlık okudun. Bense atölye okudum. Salak olan kimmiş bakalım?
Şebekeden uzak olmaktan.
Orada dikkatli olmalısın. Tekrar yükleme yapın. Teşkilatın dırdır kutusuna göre herifler eşek arısı sindiri yapmış. Hepsi sana doğru geliyor.
Of course, today his aim is gold, dude. I've got some of the worst RPG in a while today for hard mode, which makes sense, but I mean, hard mode is hard in those games, but oh shit, dude.
Biri indi kaldı iki. Hey, o nasıl?
Tuhaf biraz. Teni bir rahibenin kalçası kadar soğuk. Nefes aldığını görmesem vallahi öldüğünü düşünürdüm.
Endişeli görünmüyorsun.
Aslında bana Empire'daki patlamadan sonra seninle ilgilendiğim zamanları hatırlattı. Ama Trish ve ben hiç endişelenmemiştik.
Trish endişelenmiş olmalı. Beni kurtarması ölümle. Oh, tamam. En sonunda. Zeke, sence onun gerçekten güçleri var mıdır? Patlamadan sonra bana olan şey ona olmuş mudur?
Hey! Trish konusunu böyle ortaya attığım için kusura bakma. Yara deşen bir konu olduğunu biliyorum.
Sorun değil. Hatalarımı yaşamaya alışırım.
militan şerefsizler az önce kenar mahalleden bir kızı kaçırdılar. Hem de gün içinde herkesin önünde. Onu bulmalısın dostum. Böylece popüler olursun. Bir sürü hayranın olur.
Yardım edin. Birisi yardım etsin. Sana bir şey yardım edin. Tanrım. Laroş amca. Sen misin? Hayır, hayır, hayır, hayır.
Neden?
O da senin gibi. Militanlarla savaştan korkuyor. Desteğe ihtiyacım var.
Bu şeylerle aranızda ne var?
Lütfen. Beni iyileştirdin. Onları da iyileştirmelisin. Onlar da bizden direnişçiler. Amcama yardım ediyorlar. Hadi gel. Amcam bizi Leopard'da bekliyor.
Kanka yorma kendini bu kadar.
Laroş, burada mısın?
Please do the attack. There you go.
Evet. Evet.
Yaptıkların hoşuma gitmiyor. Ama dikkatimi çekiyor. Bizimkiler senin suda yürüyebildiğini falan düşünüyorlar. Yaralılarımızdan birini iyileştirirsen karşılığını göreceksin.
Pekala. Öyle olsun.
Ayrıca yeğenim için teşekkür ederim.
Önemli değil.
Hey dostum, sürprize hazır mısın? Kova seni bekliyor. Siz ikinizin buluşması gerek. Sana verecek bir şey var.
Şimdi başlıyoruz. Bakalım ne yapabiliyorsun?
Pekala, ben uçabilirim. Bayağı iyi ha?
Kulağa ilginç geliyor. Aslında Nix'le birkaç şey yapmıştım.
Wolf'un notlarındaki teoriye göre birbiriyle uyumlu olan iki hattın güçlerini birleştirebilmesi olasıymış.
Kulağa ilginç geliyor. Aslında Nix'le birkaç şey yapmıştım.
Lütfen sus. Bununla ilgili herhangi bir şey duymak istemiyorum.
And sus.
Dur, militanlar.
Damn.
Wolf'un teorisini deneyip güçlerimizi birleştirelim.
When you're sus.
Şimdi!
Militan oldu.
Güçlerimiz birleşiyor. Daha
Bunu
fazla
hatırlamamız
geliyor.
gerekecek.
Başka bir şey deneyelim.
Pekala. Wolf'ün laboratuvarından kurtardığım notları okudum. Orada yazan
Şimdi ne diyeceğim? Şu tabutlara bakalım. Belki kapaklarını kaldırabiliriz.
Güç çekirdeği yok. Sadece bir fotoğraf daha.
Wolf paranoyaktı. Ama olanları düşününce hiç de haksız olmadığını anladım.
Belki Bertrand da güç çekirdeği istiyor. Bu da militanların neden buraya bulaştığını açıklar. Bakmaya devam etsek iyi olur.
Evet.
Bu da ne? Bu mezarlık niye bu kadar kalabalık?
Bilmiyor muydun? İmparatorluk şehrinde baş ettiğim hastalığın aynısı buradaydı. Hem de daha da ölümcül bir şekilde. Hastalık sayesinde her yere yayıldı. Numaraya gelmesini zannettim. Artık kontrolden çıktı.
Aha. Belki de o canavar bu şehrin başına gelecek en kötü şey değildi.
Günlerini göster.
Sana söylüyorum Thor. Biz ikimiz birlikte çalışırken resmen durdurulmazız.
Fena değildi. Güçleri kullanmak filan.
Sana söylüyorum Ko. Gerçek bir ucube olarak geleceğin parlak.
Yardımın için teşekkür ederim. Şimdi çok daha iyiyim.
Buna alışacaksın. Söz veriyorum.
Belki.
Hey dostum, o güç çekirdeğini getir de deneyelim. Hadi sene.
Dedektif Dunbar.
Dedektif Dunbar.
Evet sayılır. Bertrand'ın Ko için kullandığı makineyi hatırladın mı? Buralarda olduğunu duydum. Sanırım sonunda buraya gelecek.
Hey dinle. Ben şunun icabına bakarken sen yerinden ayrılmasan olur mu?
Tamam dostum, hiçbir yere gitmiyorum.
Sen iyi misin?
Evet, turp gibiyim.
Koca götlü bir turp.
Hey Jolly, what's up?
Bu iş gitgide zorlaşıyor.
Yeni bir şey var mı?
Hissetmeye başladım bile. Bana lazım olan da buydu. Güzel.
Kol güzelim. İlginç bir şey görmek ister misin? Burada seni uçuracak bir şey var. Yolu biliyorum dostum, ben sürerim. Sen manzaranın tadını çıkar.
Nice. That was actually very nice, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna do this run today and then be gone for the day. I have a class in the morning, so I'll do a longer stream. Well, I'll do the usual like longer stream tomorrow,
Bunlar yeni.
and then on Friday
Görüyor musun?
I'm probably gonna on Friday I'd probably do like a couple streams instead of one. I actually have free afternoon, and like usually on Fridays I would like meet up with a friend, but he's gonna be out on a trip until next week, so we're playing. So we're gonna have like a little bit more freedom this weekend. Not like not that I prefer that, but it's like, you know,
Militanlar burada uzun süre dayanamaz.
I just have more time this weekend. So what's up, Leonardo? What's up? How's it going? Thanks for the GL. Yeah, I always do, like, I do early streams now. That is my my thing. Now I would love, you know, like I would love to have a like an actual. Wait, why am I using the Alpha Blast? What the fuck? Oh, can I please?
Belki de bu yüzden de insanlar buraya geliyor. O bataklık canavarı...
Every time I'm trying to, like, this happens every stream that I do, by the way. Like, I try to explain something, right? That to someone on chat, and then some shit happens in the run, and I just forget. Wait, let me do this first.
Burası başka bir militan kampına benziyor. Şu aptallara cezalarını ver de gidelim.
Yeah, I would love to have a like an actual like schedule.
Kıyıda bir şey hareket etti.
You know, like people say, like, I'm gonna stream every day at this time, or like, you know, like Monday like 9 a.m. or like fucking Tuesday 3 p.m. things like that, right? Like my schedule would look like Monday through Friday 8 a.m. right? But I can't do that because of what happens, like you know, of what is happening today. I have because I'm a private tutor, right? I'm gonna have a class at 12, which means like today you know, start at 8, but there are days in which I have a class at 9, so I can't do the stream at 8, which is why I say that. But I never know which day is gonna be, right away, so. That is the main thing about it. I'm very, like, I am so like confused, but at the same time, like I'm very surprised that I haven't got to the second level of evil karma yet in this run, with all the shit that I've done. It's so stupid. Doing good. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing very good.
O halt da neyin nesiydi?
Çevreye göz
As per usual, playing game.
Her neyse geldik. Asıl şov inince başlayacak.
I was going to play something else today. Like, I was supposed to be doing Clash of the 2 and then
Gerçek olduğunu kanıtlamak
Chains of Olympus, but because I got called for this class at 12,
düşündüm.
Bertrand'ı ele geçirecek.
and I had to do like a sorter stream, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'll move that to.
Bir şeylere vurmam lazım. Bu kahrolusu botu kullanmaktan sık.
I was like, I'll just move that to Thursday, and
Önemli haberler var. Toplanmamızın vakti geldi.
also it helps, you know, that I don't do exactly that today, right?
Neymiş büyük sırrın Zek?
And I mean like the
Aktarım cihazı Fort Phillip'te bir yerde.
Sen iyi misin?
like Chains of Olympus. In particular, Chains of Olympus. I don't really care about Dash of the 2, but like about doing Dash of the 2 right now. Like I do runs normally,
Herkesin
but Chains of Olympus I think is gonna help me because
Neyi anlamıyormuşum sürtük?
you know, my thumb
Makine tarafından
needs
kullanıldığını
some
hissetmedi mi?
recovery from the IJ these days, so I'm just gonna,
Der kullanalım. Önce o
you know,
lanetleri
it's
ele
good that I
geçirmemiz
don't
lazım.
do runs today,
Şimdi beni
but I might practice
Çıkışları
later though.
çok büyük.
So it's like,
Çıkışları tutmak
does it
için
really help
bir ordu
that you don't do
Laroche ve adamlarını
that you don't do
tanımanızı
runs
öğrenebiliriz.
now?
Neden bize yardım etsinler?
I mean, I guess.
Yürekler ve Zihinler kitabı kampanyası. İhtiyaç duydukları şeyleri verebiliriz.
Tabii bence şöyle ağır bir sopaya ihtiyaçları var.
Onlara erzak, barınacak yer ve antibiyotik verebiliriz.
That was what, like a
Hiçbir
5,
kimsenin salgından
548.
etkilendiğini görmedim.
O zaman ilaçlar
It's funny, 548 is sort of the best in hard mode,
Teşkilatın devriyelerini gösteren bir harita çizmiştim. Belki Zula'yı bulmana yardım eder.
and it's like almost faster than the any percent time.
Millet, bu
On
gerçekten
easy.
işe yarayacak. Ne?
İlaç mı vereceğiz onlara?
I mean, this is the stream. It is still emulator,
Kızgın ve bize bağlı
which
olduklarında daha
doesn't
çok
make
işe yarar.
a huge difference for this game, but it's
Şu beni
definitely a little bit different. It's smoother. Like the game is smoother. It's not like super fast, right?
katliam yapacaksın yani.
sonra da ona
Infamous One
ve günü
has
kurtarırsın.
a bigger advantage
Herkesin gözünde
if you
bir
play on
kahraman
emulator.
olacaksın.
It is very noticeable that you will save seconds
Sen kafayı yemişsin.
every split.
Bence hoşuna gitti.
It's not it. But it's this one.
Nix'in planı aleyhimize dönecek. Bunu biliyorsun. Eğer asilerin yardımını istiyorsan onların saygısını kazanmalıyız. Bize saygı duymalarını istemez misin?
Hey Zeke, Gleep üstündeki iletişim merkezlerinin yerini biliyor musun?
Tabii ki. Konumlarını telefonuna gönderiyorum.
İlk sefer.
Tamam, orada yakında. Onları havaya uçurursak direnişçiler anında üşüşür. Nex, üstün radyo merkezine bağlayayım. Şuna bak.
Dikkat dikkat direnişçi gelmekler. Silahlarınızı indirin ve teslim olun. Militanlar böyle bir başkaldırıya izin vermeyecek. Deliklerinize geri girin sapıklar. Durumu kabul edin. Kontrollerde militanlarda ve ne de bu şehirdeki herhangi bir başkası hiçbir şey yapamaz. Şu andan itibaren direnişçi olduğu anlaşılan veya direnişçilere yataklık yapan
One of them is going around for some reason.
eğer direnişçiyseniz köpeklerinizi bile vuracak.
Hayvanlara şiddet. Bu onları kıstıracak. Militanlar sonunda geldi galiba. Ben oraya iniyorum.
Hadi bu işi bitirelim artık. Şu makinalı beni delirtti. Bitir işini.
İdare edebilecek misin?
Benim için endişelenme. Şu makinalı indir ve kahraman ol tatlım.
Elektrikler lan bizim tarafımızda. Hepsini gebertin. İyi işte kol. Arka testini yapıyorum.
Bekret, ben Laroche. Sana yardımın için ne kadar
Holy shit.
teşekkür etsem azdır.
Hiç önemli değil.
This fool in the rebels is so
Silahımıza
good.
ateş açıyor. Bir de bize koruyucuyuz diyorlar. Hep birlikte onları Ateş'in perişten ve Filip üstünden atmak zorundayız.
Ben varım. Yani hiçbir şeye karışmayıp oturup izlesem nasıl bir insan olurdum ki?
İçeri girelim.
Anyway. Oh, of course that had to fucking happen. The fucking grenade, dude.
İçeri girelim.
Oh. Jesus. Like, the timing on that grenade was just atrocious, dude.
Devam et ki benimkiler içeri girip ortalığı cehenneme döndürsün.
And there was actually nothing I could have done. Like, if I had tried to, if I had tried to heal at all, I would have got killed anyway. I'm actually gonna vortex this.
Uçtaki son makine. Ben içeri girip transfer cihazını bulmalarına yardım edeceğim.
Hey Zeke.
Evet gördüm. En yakın trafo şantiyenin yakınında. Sana konumlarını gönderirim.
Bir de daha.
Hey, Tatas, what's up, dude? How's it going? Thank you for the gel. Just woke up randomly.
Kal bebeğim. Bu benim. Hazır mısın?
I'm doing good, man. Short stream today. Can I be doing this run on dip?
Transfer cihazını bulduk. Bizimkiler büyük bir şenlik ateşine hazırlanıyorlar. Bu şeyin yanmasını izlemekten keyif alacağım.
Nasıl çalışıyor?
Gücü aç, kendini bağla ve etlerin kemiklerden ayrılırken canın yanmasın diye dua et.
Oh. Güç çekirdeği. Ha! Beni bağlayın.
Hey, dur bir saniye. Bunu konuşacağımızı sanıyordum Cole.
Yeni bir güç mü istiyorsun? Benimkilerden birine ne dersin?
Hayır.
Hey, kabul et. Güçleri takas etmek mantıklı. Takım olarak ne kadar güçlü olursak o kadar çok iş başarırız. Bugün yaptıklarımızı gördün.
Ne kadar büyük o kadar iyi.
Bunu yapmayın.
Pekala hey. Nix ve ben güçlerimizi takas edeceğiz ve sonra onu yok edeceğiz. Söz veriyorum.
Hayır.
No.
Hayır. Biriyle güçlerini takas edeceksen o ben olmalıyım.
Seçersen aramızdaki...
I've already talked enough times about like
Şansım kalmaz. Seni suçlu gibi yakalamak zorundayım.
which is the fastest language. Just in case you've never you weren't here when I said this, it's Dutch. You just don't like the whole
Biraz ciddileştirmenin vakti geldi.
like with these games. It doesn't really matter much which language you use as long as you don't use English.
Bunun faydası olacağını mı sanıyorsunuz? Beni...
Well, actually, as long as you don't use English or
Ucubeye döndüm.
let me.
Bunu ben mi istedim?
İşte bu çok ilginç.
There's like a couple other options that are not that great.
Hayatım vardı. Düzgün bir hayatım.
I don't think it was that bad though, but let me see.
Umarım birazdan yaşayacaklarınız hoşunuza gider.
What is this? Here. Well, actually, English is still the slowest, but like, if you were to play like Polish or Japanese, those are very slow. Or even Italian, Spanish, or Russian, because those are slower as well. But if you play Dutch, German, French, or Portuguese, those are fast compared to the others. But it's like, you know, if you play in English, like the idea behind playing like in Dutch, it saves roughly like 40 seconds to English, but that's it. Then again, it's not like guaranteed that you will save any time anyway. I have no idea about Turkish, by the way. It's the language I've never truly played fully. So. I have no idea if it's fast or not. That is so stupid. But yeah, I will time it eventually. I have no idea. So far, it doesn't seem that bad. Then again, that's what I thought about pretty much every language except for Russian. When I played Russian, and I think when I played Polish and Japanese, I could also tell that they weren't that good. The rest, I've never really. It's funny because Spanish and Italian and whatnot, like compared to Portuguese, are like 8 to 10 seconds slower, right? Compared to Portuguese. Yet Spanish didn't never really seemed that slow, but it is. I hate this fight so much. I can't do anything if these guys are fucking following me, man. Jeez. And of course the game was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch your power back to Vortex. I've never really paid attention to that, but that's what the game actually does. Like the game allows you to use the Ionic Drain, and then without you doing anything, it switches it back to the Vortex, and it's like, wait, why does the game do that again? It's just so stupid, dude. The drain is actually very good especially on hard mode. It is a very awkward thing to use normally, but on hard mode it comes in handy a lot because let's say you're dying in the middle of a fight, if you have a Ionic Drain, you just use it, you heal, bam, and you might even get another drain. What about Asian languages? Japanese is slow and that's it. There's no other Asian language.
Hey, Flotown'la elektriği geri getirmeye çalışıyor musun?
This game does not have none of the infamous. Actually, no, wait. I have no idea what Second Son or First Light. I don't know if they have Chinese, Korean, and whatnot. I know these games don't. They have subtitles. If you look for information about that, they have subtitles in Chinese and Korean, but No dub. Japanese has a dub and subtitles. Like it has its own, you know, case and everything. There is a Chinese version, you know, like a Chinese like case and whatnot, but the game is in English. So it's kind of what happens with Infamous 1. Infamous 1 doesn't have a Japanese dub, but it has Japanese subtitles as well. And I have the game, I have the copy, right? I have the case, and the disc and all. Very sad it doesn't have a dub. It's funny because like there's no Chinese or Korean dub, but there's a Turkish version for this game. This, by the way, this that I'm playing right now is the Turkish version. This is not the European version. This game has a Turkish version, right? Now this Turkish version, I'm not sure. I don't remember if it had English as well or not. But it's funny because like this game has like, I think it's like 3 European versions. So you have like the global European version, and then you have the UK. UK only has, I think it has English, French, maybe. And then the Turkish version. And then there's a Japanese version and an Asian version. And the US version. Right? The US version has Portuguese, French, Spanish as well. This one I think has English. I don't remember anymore if it does. I'm gonna do this because I fucking hate those enemies. But then, funny enough about the Infamous 1, Infamous 1 has 4 European versions. It has the UK, the global European version, and then it has the Australian version that has Russian, and then it has a Polish version. Right? Polish, that only has Polish, by the way. That's it. The Polish version. And then there's the Japanese version, which only has subtitles. I think the Japanese version also has the Chinese subtitles. I'm not too sure. When it comes to versions of this game and Infamous 1, Festival Blood also has kind of the same thing, although it's just like a digital version and you can play all of the languages. It also has Polish. I don't remember if I tried Turkish. What the fuck? Why am I dying in this part of the mission? Like, that makes no sense. Like, okay, there are missions that are hard, but this one's not one of them. Although, to be honest, I think I should have. Like, when you get here on hard mode, sometimes it's better to use die or use a costume to reset the checkpoint, because there are extra enemies when you get here, usually. Doesn't matter about, like, the difficulty doesn't matter, by the way, but on hard mode is worse, that there are more enemies around. So it actually, I think it helps to use a costume or whatever, so you deload those, you despawn those enemies, you make the ones that are supposed to spawn here spawn. So that way you're surrounded by like a lot of extra enemies. You see, I got nowhere near killed now. And I haven't been safe, I've just been like shooting. Like on easy mode you never really realize, because you can just heal. Well, this version is technically PAL, right? Because it's the European version. But, and you know that it's technically PAL because, like, you know, like, I mean, technically for these games, you know, like PS3 games, they don't go by like PAL and NTSC, they go by like BC, US, so like This is BCES, but it's a different BCES. There is an emulator. There is. I'm guessing there would be like a way to buy this, but I'm not gonna buy this like physical. No way. I think I tried to like look for it, but I never found anything. And then like when it comes to like the digital version on PS3, I couldn't find it either. So I don't think I was able to make an account on the Turkish. Like I think the only thing that you could do for that is buy an account on the Turkish PSN. And then like what happens with the Korean one. Then again, I could just mod the game in. I kinda lazy now when it comes to modding. But I do have my consoles modded. It's just I would have to get the game on the HD or whatever, and I just.
Hey dostum, Laroche'un kurduğu sağlık merkezini duydun mu? Söylenenlere göre salgın için bir tedavi bul. Ben gidiyorum.
So I just, I'd rather just play this on emulator now. That's it. But yeah, there are. For this game, there are 3 BCES versions. And then there's the Japanese, the Asian one, and the US one, and then there are like I think it's like also 3 there's 3 or actually 4 maybe I guess digital versions. You can buy the European one, the US one, and I'm guessing the Japanese one, and the Asian one. It's also very funny to me. Like, I'm guessing, like, I guess, like devs know what they're doing with this, but if you look at the files of these games, like the language files are there for, like, in all the versions. It's just they don't play, they're like the languages are not there. You activate it and it's like, why have them there then? Also very funny about this version, like, well, all of the PAL versions, I guess, if you have them on emulator, if you have the global European one, and I'm guessing this the same on console too, they use the same folder. Like, I don't have a separate folder for the DLC for this game. It's the same DLC folder for the European version, which is why I'm able to use the costumes. It uses the same folder. Are these guys like coming here, huh? That guy's there. Fourth guy is taking a while to. Yeah, this is like RNG that can happen. If this guy just like happens to be like, yeah, there you go. Oh, not that common. If this guy's like happen to move somewhere other than where you are, then like you don't see it in the map, so you never know where they are, really. But yeah, I really wanted to play Chinese and Korean for this game, and then I found the Asian version finally. Like I downloaded it and I was like, oh, let's like change the language. That, you know, it only has subtitles. I'm like, fuck this, dude. I hate that. It's like when you get like, I didn't know that Infamous 1 didn't have a dub. I wanted to have the case anyway, so I bought the Japanese version. And then I went and played it, and I was like, greeted with an English dub. Like, yeah, I guess. English dub, but it has Chinese subtitles, I guess. And he has Japanese subtitles. But... Talking about Japanese, by the way, there's going to be a Japanese version run this weekend. I think I'll do it on Friday. I keep forgetting to get the correct power so I can do this fight faster. Can you die? Will he die? Oh. And they took my my ionic power and
Düşman temizlendi. Sen ve partnerin bayağı iş başardın. Tüm çekirdeği senindir. Bana küçük bir iyilik yaptıktan
so it's funny. I was talking about like we were talking about how it would be to play this game with
verdiğinden beri burada nefes almak biraz zorlaşmış. Bir kuyunun yakınında olmalısınız. Onu kullanarak ateşi söndürürseniz daha iyi.
Sonra da o güç çekirdeği.
with all the powers unlocked. There is an Artemis code for that I could. I mean, if I can find the file for because someone actually made a patch for RPCS3. But like, it's funny because like the one for Infamous 1, like the patch for Infamous 1 that also helps with like, there's a canary patch that also like helps with performance and whatnot. That is actually like I think it was in the RPCS3 forum. But the one for this game is not. Like the only thing you can find for this game is like extended FOB. I think that's like a patch. I don't know why I would want that. Yeah, Infamous 1 also like I could do NG+. Technically NG+, you know, like starting with all the powers and shit. But I'll do it at some point. Not now, anyway. Like playing on emulator is one thing, cheating is a very different thing, you know. Right. $50 FPS? I mean, on emulator there is, yeah. You can just like put it at 50, but on console, nah. The game runs at 30 on console, that's it. Like how would there be? I mean, is there a way to play any PS3 game on 50 FPS on console? Because PS3 runs at 30. Right? Slide 3. I mean, in this game, like, the main thing about this game is that it, like, nothing would become easier. Rather, like, in both Infamous 1 and 2, if you play on hard, like on easy, it's the same. Like the game is just as easy. It's just like a little bit faster at 60 FPS. But if you play on hard, playing at a higher FPS in this game is worse. So, like most of the fights are actually harder than they are at 30. So if you played at 50, they would probably be harder
Beyler,
as well.
haberlerim var.
The only noticeable thing if you played at 50 in this game and Infamous 1, it would be like they would be smooth. But like Infamous 1, for example, like because of the PS3 capabilities, right? Like you can only play it at 30, but it's like a, you know, like it's a very tricky 30 FPS. It's not 30 FPS. Right, like Infamous 1 is very well known for going down to like 15 FPS in certain areas, and this game on PS3 is way more stable. And I mean, like stability is a thing. I'm not saying it crashes less, right? They usually don't never crash unless you do like certain things, right? There are some things that there are some missions in particular in Infamous 1 that could crash the game, but we have our, you know, things. This game usually never crashes unless there's a lot of shit going on the screen. But this game is more stable in terms of FPS. Doesn't go down. It usually doesn't go below 20. And it's mostly above 25 the whole time. Infamous 1, we're not that lucky.
Hey. Nasıl hissediyorsun kardeşim?
Ben iyi değilim.
But I have no idea about...
Bakalım bu şey için yeterince gücüm var mı?
I have no idea about like resolution changes for these games. I know they don't go about 720p, but I usually play at 720p.
Birkaç tane daha güç çekirdeği bulursak bu şey hazır olur.
I don't know if any of that would affect anything, but I mean, I'd rather not, you know.
Yakında görüşürüz.
I have no idea because no one's ever tried. Like, I don't want to overclock mine. I don't want my PS3s to completely break. I'd rather just keep them as they are. The thing with my PS3s is that I have both modded, but I like if I wanted to do anything else, I'd probably have to clean them first, because yeah, there's no way I'm doing certain things without cleaning them. But I don't want to clean them because I like opening them myself, nah, and then like paying for it, yes, sure. I'm not gonna pay for that. I also don't know anyone near me that would do that. Have to look for it, and just the hassle having to like probably bring it to the city for that.
Çetesini baskınları gittikçe artıyor ama Bertrand sürekli bu tren tersanesine gitmeye devam ediyor.
Çok garip. Bertrand gibi zengin.
But yeah, the most we've done for these games
Onu ziyaretlerinden birinde ele
is,
Hayır, düzenli
I mean, it was mostly like Nate who tested a lot of things in Infamous 1, but like the most he did outside of like the usual like speedrun shit is testing Artemis codes for consoles specifically.
Onun başka güçleri de var. Şu bataklık.
And, you know, he was able to make that run on console and everything. Like he had a save file with the powers and everything.
Başta vahşi oluyorlar ama sonra bir şeyler yapıyor. Ve o canavar onun.
Like on emulator is like the easiest thing because it's a patch, so you just like apply the patch. Like you tick a box.
Evet.
Yok artık. Ne yani, Bertrand onların annesi filan mı?
Aynen.
Alex, sen bunları nasıl bilebilirsin ki?
Ben oradaydım.
But like until like I modded my console, I mean, I guess Nate also has his console modded, but until I modded mine and I started talking about it, no one in the community ever moved a finger to say anything about modded consoles. And it's like,
Bayağı dokunaklı ama eğer dediklerin doğruysa...
we are in 2026. I think it makes sense for people to not have to buy the European version to save 40 seconds, you know, for this game. For Infamous 1, it makes no difference at all. So you play on any version that you can, as long as it's, if you want to do Assassin's Escape, you play on disc. If you don't, wanna do side skip, you play on digital version. Doesn't matter. You play on English, lose 3 seconds. Wow. What a, you know, 3 seconds lost. Like, it's nothing, by the way. Like, cause you can lose 3 seconds by just like dying. You know, you die in a fight, you lose fucking 30 seconds or a minute. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Wait, this is evil karma, man. What am I doing? Oh, I mean, almost, I guess. I think I did it wrong. I don't know what tells me that I did it wrong, but I
Nix'e
did.
yardım edince ne olacak? Eline birkaç evcil hayvan verince, Numeri'ye Bertrand'ın gerçek yüzünü gösterdiğimizde bu şehirdeki işi bitecek.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Funny how she like she helps you when you're not there, right? It's like you could probably like do it when you're there instead. And I was thinking, like, why is it that I wanted to have an ionic power here? That's why. Because I wanted to start the mission using it. This fight is kind of stupid. They're all scattered. You see, in a fight like this, like, higher FPS is actually way worse because like more enemies around. In this case, though, it doesn't matter because they're scattered in different rooftops. But in fights where they can all see you clearly, you die like super quick. There's a certain strat in the infamous 1 speedrun that doesn't work the same on 60 FPS unless you kill one enemy. On easy, by the way. I'm talking easy mode here. There's like one specific strat for the any person run, and it's you know, oh my god, what? Fuck. Yeah, modding right now is like, why wouldn't we do it? You know. The only thing that we would need, you know, like, that is never going to happen, by the way. The only thing that people really would want is 60 FPS on the PS4 games. I mean, the PS3 games too, but like, you know, like we never got anything for the PS4 games either. So they're still running at 30 FPS. And it's funny, like, when I was in the Slide Discord that day, and you guys mentioned Infamous, there was someone who asked about Second Son, right? Now, if anyone wants to know anything about, like, this community's, like, activity in terms of, like, runners, like, for real, if you ask me, right, I am the one that's gonna know everything because I'm the one that's active. And first of all, like, my question is always, why do people ask about Second Son? That game sucks ass. But the one thing, you know, like, that game just sucks. Like, just play this one. This one's better. But then, if you want to know why that game is not active, he has more runners than this one because everyone, for some reason, had a PS4 at one point, but not a PS3. So they played that one, right? But it's that, I mean, that is not why the game's popular. I mean, that is why the game was more popular. But the reason why it's more inactive now is because no one wants to run it because it's too much, too many cutscenes. Like, that game has all cutscenes, right? Like the first 40 minutes of the run are just like a big cutscene. You do nothing. So it's kind of hard to justify just grinding that game. It's also filled with RNG. Like, when I complain about RNG in these games, dude, Second Son is way worse. Like, and people would say like, it's probably not. No, it is that bad. It is very bad. Okay, like fights in that game are way worse. Like anything in that game is way worse when it comes to the RNG. I cannot imagine what it would be. I mean, hear me out. I cannot imagine it, and I will be the one to do it at one point. How it will be to play the game on hard mode, or try to speedrun the game on hard mode. I don't think anyone has done it yet, but like it has to be something, because it's already pretty bad on easy due to like fights RNG and whatnot. Because that game has a lot more extra stuff that you have to do. Like this game and Infamous 1, they both allow you to just play the main missions without having to do anything else. You just go to the next mission, that's it. Second Son is like, oh yeah, you want to play the next mission? Unlock this area, you know? And it's something, you know? And then like that fight is not consistent. Because you get there and you wanna do something in that fight, and then the game is like, wait. Actually, this enemy that was just here is going to like jump the other way, not allowing you to kill him fast. Oops. It's what happens in this game, but it's way worse because in this game, like fights like that, you can usually just like kill enemies very fast. Not in that game. Doesn't work the same. Oh god. Please don't kill me. Where are these enemies? Why are you here? Fuck. Yeah, now like all of the good runners for Second Son are inactive. Because I'm guessing they have, you know, more things to do than I do, for example. Also, why is... Okay. Maybe that's an actual strat for getting evil karma. And the reason why I was there and I seem to have lost time is because you actually have to wait there. In the good karma mission, you can just die or like reach a checkpoint and you will skip the dialogue. You can't skip that dialogue there. So basically you have to be there, otherwise the game is like, wait, but you weren't here. You had 10 seconds to go back. Like this game just like doesn't like you like running away from stuff. Which is also why a lot of stuff just seems slow. Which is also why evil karma just sucks. And we play the run on good karma because there are less things. Yeah, I think it was BBR, right? I talked about Second Son. Like, I can understand you've played Second Son and that's it. But to be honest though, like, once you've played these games, I mean, like even subjectively, like, how can you say that that game is better? That game just seemed like, oh wait, what the hell? Like an alpha for something that they wanted to do, and then like they just released it. Because once you're starting to have fun with powers in that game, you get thrown into a mission that gives you new powers. So you're like, oh yeah, finally, like I get cool stuff for the smoke powers, and then you get the neon powers, and like the speedrun feels like that, by the way, because that's why that's like how the speedrun works. You just run and run and run and run, and you get new powers all the time. And then at the end of the game, you get to do some shit. And then you get the concrete powers for like 5 minutes. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. No. Why are you guys even trying to kill me? There's a big guy there, like, going for you guys. Jesus. Also, Zeke is something, dude. Like, that truck. If there's a car in front of the truck, or eyes in front of the truck, it doesn't move. But anything else, sure, dude. I'll go. Come on. Like, if you throw an ice grenade in Good Karma in front of the truck, Zeke is like, move that out of the way. Like, what do you mean? It's just ice. Literally just an ice spike on the ground, like super small. Like, why do I need to move that? I mean, from a casual standpoint, and I can tell you right now, from any standpoint, it's better. Even speedrunning wise, this game is better. Oh my fucking god, dude! Just please. What happened there? That's my my input. My input went like, oh no, you didn't press R1. I think I didn't, to be honest. So, but like Second Son has nothing on this. You play way less in Second Son. That's like my critique usually for that game in the speedrun is that you play way less. There's like almost no gameplay, and when you feel like there's gameplay, you get thrown into another cutscene. And at least this game, most of the cutscenes you can skip. But that game, nah. There's no skippable cutscenes at all. Okay, let me see if I can kill these guys. Because like, the reason why Evil Karma is so bad, and why the run is usually done in Good Karma, is because you get no ice launch. And ice launch helps greatly in this game. Well, in this run, especially in missions like this, where there's a fight. Because you can just... Like a thing about air in all of the Infamous games, I think Second Son and First Light also have this thing with rockets and grenades. When you are on air, if you throw rockets and grenades, you throw more. Right? There's like a fire, like a faster fire rate when you're climbing and whatnot. So on Evil Karma, you can't really do that. Unless you're actively doing this, you know, you just jump and press R1 and you glide, and then you throw grenades. But Ice Launch just like makes that way better, because you just like use it, and you can be on air for longer, and you don't need to care about that, and then you can just throw rockets and grenades and whatnot. Faster rate, you know, so much better. Actually, I mean, and this is just my thing. For me, the worst one is actually Second Son. In like First Light has a better story, and because it's shorter, and you can also skip some of the cutscenes in that game. Even casually for me, it's more fun. I don't like Delsin. It's just there's just something. I like Cole. And then when I played as Delsin, I was like, I didn't feel the same. It didn't feel like Infamous to me. It's the same with First Light, by the way. First Light, that's like those games don't really feel the same, right? Because it's just neon powers, right? But the thing with First Light is that you use neon powers. That's it. No smoke, video, whatever. Like Second Son has a lot of things. It has a lot of potential, but then it all gets thrown out of the window when you get concrete powers for one fight. And that's it. Like, let me use the concrete powers at the end of the game at least, right? You get them in the fight. It's like so many things that could have been way better. But they got thrown out of the window. or
Gaz fabrikasında gücü
I don't know why they would do that, but
Tamam, ben arkanı kollarım. Yol üstünde buzlu dostum.
I mean, I guess it's also like it was one of the first PS4 games, right? Like kind of what happened with Infamous One. So it's kind of like that. Doesn't make it a bad game, right? Infamous was very good at the time. Second Son has been like it's funny because like if you ask online, like
Harekete geçsek iyi olur.
I think Second Son has a bigger community of people that like enjoyed the game because most people haven't played Infamous 1 or 2 unless they had a PS3. And most people that played Infamous 1 is because they gave it away. Right when I don't know exactly what it was. I wasn't there when that happened. I didn't have a PS3 yet. But most people played it because they gave it for free. It's not like they bought the game willingly. They did like the game, but it's again they gave it away. So like most people played it because of that. But Second Son, you had to buy a PS4 and the game, you know. So like I think most people played Second Son first, and then they liked it more, which is respectable because the game is not bad, right? Casually, the game is fun, and I you know it's not that bad. It gets more repetitive in a way, but it is not bad. But I prefer First Light, in my opinion, because like the reason why I prefer First Light is because you only get to play as Fetch and play with Neon powers, and that's it. Right? But Second Son, they went out of the way to put more powers, and you know if they only had like Neon, maybe extra because of Fetch, because like that was kind of introduced in the story very well. I mean, yeah, of course, nice, but like they made Dustin a sponge for powers, which is kind of what Cole is in a way, but like Cole needs to be attached to a machine to get the powers, right? He needs to suffer. But Delsin is like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna touch your arm and I have your powers now. Like you see, like the bad thing about it is that there's no care for the powers in that game. It's just he gets powers and that's it. Like, there's no reason to get Eugene's powers in that game, or any other person's powers really in that game. It's just how it goes. But like Fetch, you know, he has a connection with Fetch way earlier in the game. Why not just give him like a taste? But like in this game, for example, like they could have done something with like that in a way, but they just did the whole like transfer device thing, which is better. And then Infamous 1 has like a similar vibe to the Second Son in a way, because they like the underground missions, or the sewer missions. The sewer missions in Infamous 1, they kind of feel like the ones in Second Son, where you go for the relays and you get new powers and shit. The simplicity though of Infamous 1 wins. Very simple. Like, if they had smoke and neon... Fuck off. I'm gonna do this because, I cannot fucking... Like, I wasn't gonna survive. There were, like, 2 or 3 enemies alive. So this is one of the best strats ever found in this game. Like, this was found, like... I don't know, many years ago at this point now. And like whoever found it didn't find the whole thing, right? I was the one that routed the rest of the stuff, but whoever found it was like, oh yeah, you can do this, by the way, you can go earlier. And then I tried it and I was like, wait, but hear me out. What if we go. What if we go to them even earlier than we're going, right? And I found the enemies that you had to hit. At first, they seemed random though. That was fun around the same time this was fun too. Although this one is way worse. If you don't get the initial one, it gets worse. Come on, dude. I hate this one so much. On console, this one feels easier, by the way. But... then again, I got this one first try. Well, the initial clip, I got it first try yesterday on Emulator, so it's not like... wow. I'm like so close to grabbing it sometimes. There.
Tamam, seni buradan çıkaracağız, merak etme sen.
Still a bit faster than waiting for him to kill them. But yeah, I think the whole like thing with the powers was just like it feels like they wanted to do more, but they couldn't. Right? Like they wanted to develop more shit for the game, and they just like rushed some of the stuff, and they added so many powers, right? And then Delsin is just like a piece of shit character. Doesn't matter if you're good or bad, he ends up being the same. Just smug criminal. Because like from the start of the game, he's not a good guy. You know, he's like a rebel kind of character, right? Oh, look at me, I am so edgy, you know, I paint walls, you know, and I do graffiti. And I am like an outcast. Like, dude, like why is that supposed to be like any...
Zeke, depodayım.
Meanwhile, these two are... you know, they like parkour, and they have both done parkour, which... come on. I need to work on that strat, dude. It would be so good for runs to do that in both this one and in this one right here. But like, I'm always like scared to do it here just in case the enemies around do anything. But I should try. Thing is, Evil Karma makes that look way easier because the napalm grenade has like the radius of the napalm grenade there way better than the ice grenade. I think for Good Karma, the RPG. Oh, there's a checkpoint there? Since when? There's a checkpoint. Also, I died, by the way, before I skipped the cutscene. But I also activated it before I died. So. Did I do it myself? Like, did I hit him with a rocket? Pretty much just like did that to myself. I think I did. Like the explosion seemed like it looked like it came from closer to me, not from the Titan, right? in this game, apparently, like, I haven't, because, like, we found the car launches on the console, right? I was doing a playthrough on console. And, I mean, like, the ones that we use now in the runs. Car launches were found years ago. But the ones that we have been working on lately, we found them on console. So they seem to be a little bit finicky on an emulator. Not exactly inconsistent. It's just, I think we need better better setups for emulator because they don't work the same. I guess higher FPS actually like affects that. It doesn't affect this though. They're just smoother. But you don't get like any higher, you know, or more speed or whatever. Like, you don't go any higher or any faster, you know.
Öyle yapsam iyi olacak. Hem sana yeni güç çekirdeğini de gösteririm.
And then like places where emulator wins is, for example, this mission that was 33 seconds. That's like the average. And like on console, that's usually 36 or 37 seconds. Oh, actually 35 to 37 seconds. Depends on the... When you skip the cutscene, you will always get a load on console. So it depends on that load.
Of, keşke dediğin kadar kolay olsa. Zeke, ben rıhtımdayım.
Bertrand'ın gemileri hala orada. Gemiler harekete geçmeden önce güvertelerden çıkıp hepsini etkisiz hale getirmen gerekiyor. Çapa bir işlerini dene. Onlar elektrikli.
Vay, iyi fikir.
Fırla! Toplan!
Bu buzlu herifler teknenin etrafını sarmışlar.
Ciddi mi? Bence ne yapmaya çalıştığımızı anlamışlar mı? Ben belki de...
Burada biraz başım dertte Zeke.
I was gonna be very confused if the guy didn't die.
Yeniden çıkmaya zorlayın.
You know what? I'm gonna play it. Hopefully they give me one.
Temiz.
They did not give me one.
Sen en iyisi şu gemiyi batırmanın
That's
bir
bad.
yolunu bul.
Bu gemi artık hiçbir yere gitmez. Ben diğerine geçiyorum.
Koçum benim.
Fine though, because I can just can probably just like kill one of these guys and get it.
Saldırın!
Of course, yeah. That's the blast back from the napalm grenade. As long as I don't kill one guy and throw him in the water, and he's the one that gives me... Should be this guy though, let's be honest. Should be this guy that gives me the vortex. Yeah, there we go.
Vermak asla bölünmeyecek. Geri çekilin! Etrafını sarın.
This guy too.
Büyük silahları getirin. Ha?
Killed one. So this strat is like the best to kill this guy because there's a power source. But if he hits you with any of the ice balls that he throws, and they actually hit you and you get thrown off the platform, you'll fall in the water. At the same time, it is the best and the worst strat in the game. That's enough. Yeah, you know, like as much trash as I talk about Second Son right now, that does not mean that I hate the run enough to not run the game. I have done runs. I've never grinded the game. You know, I left that to the people who were good at the game. But does that mean I'm never gonna run the game again? Nah. I actually plan to run the game soon. It's just, you know, I want to mix Second Son and First Light with the other Infamous games in my streams. I just prefer these ones. So.
Neredesin?
So right now I'm just like focusing on getting PVs on the leaderboards for this game and Infamous 1. Because I added all of these like categories and emulator runs.
Peki ya hükümet? Nasıl?
I am one of those people. Lighter? What do you mean by that exactly? In what sense?
Teşekkür ederim.
To be honest, this game to me just feels the smoothest out of all of them. Like compared to Second Son and compared to First Light, still the smoothest in terms of movement, in terms of attacks. The good thing about this game is that you don't have to think a lot about your attacks because you have electrical superpowers, and then you get like usually in 90% you get the cool powers, right? So the only thing you are going to use once you get coolest powers are the ice grenade and ice launch, and you never really switch back to anything else. Well, actually, kinetic pulse, right? You need to remember about kinetic pulse. Wow, like wow, dude, things. And alpha blast, like alpha blast and detonation blast because of the launches, but it's unlike what happens with Second Son, where like you ran out of smoke, and maybe you wanted to use smoke, but then you get close to a source that has smoke, and you can like drain smoke, and instead of draining smoke, Delsin is like, you know what, I'm gonna drain neon because it's right there too, and he drains neon. It's like, oh, fuck. I guess I'll use neon now because you know, I have power, right? Or you can choose to drain the smoke afterwards, which wastes all that neon potentially. Yeah, to me this game you just like feel the best in the movement and everything. Although I mean, Second Son has arguably like some of the coolest movement, but detonation blast launches though, like they are cool as shit, dude. Like they are so good. But like to me it beats like video movement, even though that movement is sick. In Second Son, it is like a late game thing to use, but it is actually so good. Like it is fun to use. You can chain things very well. You can climb buildings with that, you know. And kinda nice. Like the one thing that I like about Second Son, I mean, hear me out. you have to like in Second Son the way that you go like up to like the roof of a building with like neon or whatever, right? Because there's no other way to do it. If you want to climb manually, you're gonna suffer. But in these games, especially in this one, Infamous one still has like some, you know, finicky like climbing, but it's still better than Second Son and First Light. First Light and Second Son, you have to use the powers to go up, otherwise you're so screwed. Especially when you get videos like that, man. You can just press circle and go up a building. Like, who wouldn't want that, you know? You can also you can also use the do like ascension jumps. Is it like, I don't know about, like, I don't remember about Smoke. I think with Neon and Video you can do it, and it's very cool and nice, the movement. Kind of like using ice launch in this game, except you can do it, I mean, you can do it earlier in the game, and you can also like do it more. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, dude. You fall in this game? As I said, you know, you fall in this game. Thing is, like, how did I fall again? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I know what happened. I hate that so much. I mean, yo, thanks for the good luck, Nick. Oh no, oh no. I got destroyed, dude. I couldn't even react to it. To be honest, I wasn't looking at the screen, so it makes sense. By the way, on easy mode, you don't even need to care about those. You can just get hit and then drain the helicopter, and that's... so you're fine. Basically, like, when you play on hard in this game, you deal less damage and you have less health. That's the whole thing, you know? You die quick. Yeah, it's funny how like in the Infamous Discord, like some people ask and then like it's usually the same mod. She ran the game, Infamous 1 and First Light, and it's always because usually I'm not in the Discord that much. Like, I don't really speak in Discord that much, but it's usually her that says that, you know, like the Discord is not active or the community is not active. Like, I am the one that's active, but that's it, right? But the thing is, like, the only real reason is because people who like these games, they just... the way I see it, okay? This is the way I see it. People who like these games, they prefer just playing them casually. As opposed to what happens with other games, in which people are like, oh yeah, by the way, like, I you know, like, I like the games casually, but I also want to run them, you know? But then when people say like, why is this game so inactive? But then they also say, oh, but I love this game. It's like, do you speedrun games? You just do it yourself? No, I'm not. Like I'm not here to like force anyone, but like why is it so inactive? I mean, it's inactive because you're not running the games. Go do it, you know. Which is also why, like, in a way, why I started doing runs of these games myself. I mean, I was the first one to do this game. So these enemies are so ass. Stop! Jesus Christ, man. Stop following me everywhere. Jesus. I've never died so many times in this mission, even on hard mode. Adds to the fact that I said that Emulator is a bit more finicky when it comes to hard mode. One of the reasons, you know, fights are a bit worse on hard mode. Like, it kind of adds to it. But then if you play on easy, it's also better. You know, your attacks feel smoother, your movement feels smoother, so... You know... The game gives and the game giveth and the game taketh away. You know? The emulator giveth, the emulator taketh away. Yeah. That's probably more like it.
Ne? Yeni bir şey mi duydun?
Evet. Yeni bir güç çekirdeğine ne dersin? Üçüncü caddenin oradaki iskelede...
To be honest though, like the thing that I hate the most about the Discord sometimes is that you go in the Discord and someone else is like, can I do this run? And then someone is like, I mean, it's not a category, but you can do it. And then they never run the game. It's like, I mean, you go into Discord to ask about a speedrun, and then you make sure to ask for recommendations and advice and shit. And then all you do is just... Wait, where's this? Where's the guy? Oh, he's there. Oh, fuck. I forgot that that's a checkpoint.
Aa, güç çekirdeği onun elinde.
Yeah, doing chase skip in hard mode is also kind of bad. Honestly, like the thing is, like the trick itself would be consistent, right? In terms of like timing and positioning, it is consistent. The problem is, those two guys on the towers. Like what I was trying to do. And it's necessary. What I was trying to do is move the guy out of the way, because if he's in the middle of that path, just in the middle of that path with the tower, and you kill the guy, the tower is still gonna be there, but this guy is gonna go through the fucking thing, and he's gonna get stuck on the tower, and you won't be able to do the in the cutscene. You will see that the guy does not appear, because he got stuck, and then he will continue running, which means you won't be able to get the skip. So basically what I was trying to do is set up with the skip, but it's just so hard, especially on hard mode. On easy, it's very easy to adjust, because you can just get rid of some of the enemies or whatever, and they don't deal as much damage, but they were dealing a lot of damage now.
Çekirdeğin etrafındaki buzu eritebileceğin bir baca veya hava...
And you don't want to accidentally kill the wrong enemies. That's why I don't kill more enemies.
Konumlarını göndereceğim. İnternet ne kadar güzel bir şey.
Oh my god, no. No. Why? There are things that can happen in this mission. This is probably the worst one out of the bunch. This guy usually he's supposed to jump on the platform then jump away. Not attack. Like that.
Az önce
Never to be seen again because they made his patterns all weird for this mission. So he usually always just stays down there. Cool. Can I do this instead? Probably. Hey, there we go. That was fast. Move, move, move, move. Out of the way, come on. Funny because it's like I just guessed that I was good to grab it. I didn't really read the message the first time. I was like, I think it updated, and it did. Anyways, this run's going to be. It's funny. It's I think it's exactly. No, not exactly. But almost going to be what I thought it was going to be. Should be like a 247, 248, something like that, I think. Or even like a 249.
Yolun sonu.
Şerefe kardeşim. Hızlı yaşa.
Genç öl.
Because the last mission is like 15, 16 minutes. Oh. So. That's if I don't die. I shouldn't die unnecessarily. If anything, it will be to Nyx, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Nyx is a very easy fight. Well, Nyx are a very easy bunch of fights, you know.
nasıl hissediyorsun?
Hazır gibi. Hazır gibi. Doğru. Evet. RFI'ye hazırım.
It didn't like the other day.
Az önce Nix'le konuştum. Canavar saldırdıktan sonra kaç tane yaratığın hayatta kaldığını öğrenmek için bataklığa gitmiş. O kadar kötü mü? O güçlü bir abi. Ama yerinde olsam ona iyi davranırdım.
The other day I did a run on Evil Karma. I used the costume there and it put me all the way here.
Herkes bunu yapmanı bekliyor dostum. Öldür artık şu canavarı.
Yo, Miguel, what's up, dude?
Sonra görüşürüz. Tamam mı?
Şimdi mutlu musun? Bertler çok
I've actually been watching Nick the whole time. Well,
Gelebilmene sevindim. Dinleyin.
been
İşler düşündüğümüzden biraz farklı durumda.
been listening to his stream the whole time.
Canavar benim tanıdığım biri çıktı. John White adında bir conduit.
I didn't do chains today. I have like I'm gonna leave right after this mission is done because I have a class in the morning in like an hour, and well, an hour and 8 minutes, right?
Salgını tedavi
12.
ediyor.
So I decided that I wouldn't do chains today.
Benden yardım.
Also gives my thumb a little bit of time to
Dostum, az önce
heal.
bebeklerimi öldürdü.
Because yesterday,
O zaman bir şeyler yap Cole.
yesterday I had a good session, but the infinite jump, like it took a toll. Like it's very taxing. So, like yesterday I had to play Infamous 2 after I played Chains of Olympus because I couldn't keep playing Chains. My thumb was just not great. The infinite jump in that game is just atrocious. It is so easy to do, but it just becomes mashing, you know? It's mashing city, so you just like mash the buttons to do the IJ. And if you're like me, then your thumb gets sore very quick.
Hatta tamamen dolmadı.
Ne yaptın Zeke?
So I will do chains tomorrow. I will also do Darksiders 2 tomorrow. I will do both. The reason why I'm mixing another game with chains all the time is because if I did 5 hours of chains,
Eğer o şeyi kullanırsam hepimiz
it would be like yesterday. Like 3 hours in,
sadece canavarı değil.
my thumb would just feel very bad. It's better that I don't do 5 or 6 hours of chains at a time. It's better to just do 3 hours, 2-3 hours at a time. But tomorrow, instead of doing 2 hours of practice, I will do just runs. Right? I'm gonna do the practice offline from now on, and the runs will be online. So I will do like the session on stream will be longer
Derhal bir karar
for
vermen
runs.
gerekiyor. Canavarı öldürecek misin? Sözünün
But today, later today, I'll be practicing some chains, and I will do. I'll make sure to practice the rest of the stuff that I didn't practice the other day. And then I had to practice a couple things on console because I think, well, it's not that I think, I know that doing certain skips on emulator is easier, so that's why, I mean, it's not easier, it's just that the game loads faster on emulator, and so there's like a couple skips that feel very different on emulator. So I'll have to do them on console
canavarı öldürecek misin?
to get used to the console timing. Other than that, I should be good.
Bu hiçbir şey değiştirmez.
Yeah.
Beni bir daha görürsen benden önce
It's also the reason why I quit. Running Necrovision, by the way. Well, not quit. I stopped. Right? They don't mean the same thing. Quit means I never play the game again. Stop means I'll probably play the game at some point, but not now. You know. Oh, what am I doing? Come on, guys. Give me a vortex.
Biz konduitlerin yapabildikleri şeylere hala şaşırıyoruz.
Yeah, when it comes to Necrovision, it was the other thumb. Like, in this case, it's the right thumb because of pressing circle on X. In Necrovision, it was the left thumb because of the rifle jumps. Oh! Nixie Oldur.
düşman oldu. Sence bu da bir işaret değil mi? Doğru tarafta olduğunu mu düşünüyorsun? Bu harika olurdu bebeğim. Şimdi mutlu musun? Sana güvenmiştim.
Eksi yok artık. Sen iyi misin?
Acele et. Devam et. Harefay bana hala
Yanında olduğum için şanslısın.
onu yok edeyim. Bu bayağı. Onu tanıdığım kadarıyla Nix'in bize katılacağını düşünmüştüm.
Neyse belki de evcil hayvanlarını öldürmemeliydi.
Yeah, change is probably going to be a little bit rough for a while. And then as I get used to the skips and everything else, I'll start to play faster without realizing it. This is kind of what happens when you like practice speed games, right? You just get faster and faster and faster. Like, I hadn't thought about it until yesterday. I'm like, dude, like, this is what happened to you with Dark Souls 2, right? When I, when I relearned Dark Souls 2 initially, I couldn't even sub 1. I had a, like, my PB was a 1 hour 4 second run. And I couldn't sub 1. I just couldn't. It was 5 seconds away. It didn't matter what I did. I would get like a 101, 102, a 1 flat, like a 150 seconds, 140 seconds, right? It was very, very rough. And then I got sub 1. And once I got sub 1 once, I couldn't stop getting sub 1. You know? So it's gonna be the same for chains, probably. Right now I can't even PB, right? But once I get sub 40, I'll just get sub 40, right? That will be it.
Ana gösteriden önce biraz ısınalım mı?
Like, my PB is a 43, the record is a 32. Or a 31, I always forget. 32, yeah, 32. So, if I get a 39, once I get a 39, all of my runs after that will probably be 39 at least. Okay. But if I get a 35, most of my runs will hover that time. It just depends on like your PB really, and that means that you've got, you know, you've developed your strats and you've developed your muscle memory in a way. Yeah. Speedrunners and their muscle memory talk.
Canımızı okuyorlar.
Oh no. Fuck. What? Hey! You stop? Oh fuck.
Tuzdan şaşardım
I guess.
Beni öldürecek misin Cole? Vicdanın buna el verecek mi? Lanet olsun sana!
And you know, it's funny because like I am talking about Chains of Olympus, which is arguably I'd say it's the second easiest. I think Versus Sport is probably easier. It's just longer, but it's probably easier.
Hayır. Hayır!
Like if I talked like Chains of Olympus is easy if you compare it to like fucking God of War 1. Like if I went back to God of War 1, it would be way worse in comparison. Like the rage would not stop for a bit. I think, you know, like I say that, but at the same time, it's like I know that I would like, you know, I'd be angry sometimes because like, you know, frustrated is the right word really for this. But at the same time, I have learned to control my rage. But like, yeah, I mean, I would get frustrated sometimes, but it'd be way better than it used to be for sure. Because now when I get frustrated in doing a speedrun or doing like a session or whatever on stream, I don't end the stream immediately anymore. I used to do that.
Bence onu korurum. Sen Nix'le ilgilen.
And you get power. Nice. Nixie öldür.
Bunu yapmak zorunda değiliz Nix. Hadi. Bize kal.
Değil mi benim?
Nice.
Savaşmayı bırak. Her şey sona erdi.
And I dealt almost all of the damage. $247. What I said exactly. God of War 1 and God of War 2 are way harder in comparison. God of War 2... I think a lot of people say God of War 2 is easier, but... GG.